Peace, blessings, salutations. Yurima Karama here. Real life, real talk. These are the days of our lives. So, got some people that got into my inbox, and they were like, Yurima, please talk about this gorilla thing that happened at the Cincinnati Zoo. But before I get there, I think there's a few things that I want to get on because there's some big there's some talk right now, and some people were commenting about Snoop and his comments that he made concerning the movie Roots and how we should ban it and stand against that movie because we need to see some more positive images. Here's my position on that. And some people were mad at Snoop saying, man, Snoop, you're the same one who was talking about, bees ain't nothing but hoes and tricks and that sort of thing. Now you want to come on something like you're conscious. Well, my position is this, is that good morning, Mr. Washington. My position is this, is that everybody should be allowed to grow. I mean, that's one of the things people, if we always, and I know it's difficult, especially when you're on a status such as, Hollywood status, such as you're out there and people really all over the world have access. But I think we always have to keep in mind that people should have the opportunity to grow. Snoop isn't the same person now as he was at 19, 20 years old. So I think that we should be cognizant and open-minded for that particular situation. Now, with that said, as far as the movie itself, I think that Roots is important for a certain generation that we have. They need to see Roots. But I also think that it's so important that we recognize that we do need to see positive black images and that those movies need to be made, the successful movies. So this is where I do agree with Snoop, because if you're going to make a movie about Egypt and all the characters are white, but you want to keep pushing Roots on us, so showing us in a subservient, inferior type position, then yes, I absolutely have a problem with that. So in that aspect, I totally agree with Snoop. But that comes down to us too. Is that actors, they need to start vying, writers of these movies. They need to start putting in that work. Show the scientists who have produced things. I would like to see a movie on Imhotep. I would like to see a movie on how the Greeks or the Romans came into Egypt and got taught by us, and then took that knowledge back, and how we were the creators of civilization. So I would like to see those movies, and those scripts can be written. We have enough information where we can talk on those topics, and we can also act and show those topics in visual form. So in that aspect, I do agree. So I would push going to see Hidden Colors 4. The brother Tariq Nasheed is doing a great job. Hidden Colors 1, 2, and 3 was exceptional. Based with so much knowledge and information. So we have to kind of offset things. But I do believe that there is a younger generation out here that needs to see Roots and needs to tap into that. So secondly, the gorilla at the Cincinnati Zoo that got killed. There's been so much, hate spewed across the internet. People saying, kill the mother. Why did you kill the gorilla? People are mad. To me, it was mostly white people. So to me, it shows a form of racism since the baby was black. But even more so, here's my position, coming from a common sense standpoint, because I think that we've lost a sense of humanity. Well, actually, some people have never had humanity. So therefore, we need to remember that first and foremost, I wouldn't care if it's a black child, a white child, an Asian child, a Latino child. If they fall in there with the gorilla, guess what? Kill the gorilla, man. Kill the gorilla. It's common sense. There's nothing to really think about. Kill the damn gorilla, man. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get what there's even any backlash or backcry for. Kill the gorilla. Secondly, and even more to me, common sense. Why is the gorilla in a cage in the first place? If you really care about the gorilla, why didn't you let the gorilla run in the wild? Because white people want to incarcerate and enslave everything that they come in contact with. They want to build a prison. So if we were a more conscious society, the gorilla wouldn't even be in the damn zoo in the first place. It would still be running in its natural habitat. So miss me with the BS about oh, you should have killed the mother. Why did you kill the gorilla? Because the gorilla shouldn't have been there in the first place. How about that? Now, last but not least, Bernie Sanders. And I tend to, I like Bernie. I like Bernie. So Bernie came out and said that we need to, there needs to be an apology for slavery. And this is where I disagree with Bernie. Because here's the situation. Here's the situation. An apology without any substantive change is null and void. It means absolutely nothing. I'll give you a prime example. There have been many women who have been beaten by men and then come back with an apology, and then a couple weeks later they're beating the woman again, and then they come with the apology, then they're beating the woman again, and and so on and so forth, until the woman finally has to say, if I don't want to get beat anymore, because these apologies mean nothing, so if I don't want to get beat anymore, I have to get out of this relationship. Or I have to eventually stand up and start defending myself, or whatever the case may be. So our situation as blacks in this country is a little bit different, because we haven't gotten an apology. Well, maybe Bill Clinton did. I can't remember. But at the end of the day, the apology means nothing, because our situation hasn't really gotten that much better, except by the dictates of what the larger society, the majority society, wants it to get. So the substantive, so the apology, how about an apology with those reparations that are owed to us? How about that apology? How about apology with some land? How about an apology with free education? How about an apology with all black Americans who show a lineage to, or had ancestors who were enslaved? How about they pay no taxes? And as a matter of fact, when you really think about it, how about an apology and you make the corporations who got rich off of our ancestors' blood, sweat, and tears, the corporations who continue to get rich today? Some of those corporations are located here in the U.S. Some of those corporations are located over in Europe, Britain, London, that sort of thing. How about you make them come up out of their war chest and reimburse and give some of that money that they have garnered and that have built their companies? How about they give us that in the form of reparations? So the apology's fine, Bernie. I like you, man, but miss me with just an apology, because it means nothing as long as we're still getting beat and slapped around. So with that said, I just wanted to bring those issues to light. I think that we have to have these conversations, these type of conversations. Obviously, nobody else is going to have them if we don't. So I've just taken it upon myself to put that out there. I will continue doing my thing. I will continue bringing black businesses to the forefront to let you know who they are and what they're doing. I will continue to be on my grind to get the message out. I will continue to be the artist that I am. But we all need to come together and start talking and dialoguing real substantive issues. And in order to make that happen, this is what needs to happen. Everybody, me included, we need to set our egos at the door. Put our egos at the door and come in with open minds and talk about how we can build, talk about what we can demand, get our best of the best to sit down and come up with real substantive formulas and plans to implement for our future and the future of our offspring and the future of their offspring. I'm just saying. So, Yurima Karama here, another session, Real Life, Real Talk. These are the days of our lives. Connect with me. You can go to my webpage, www.yurimakarama.com, for booking info, for messaging. If you want to find out my performance dates and locations, hit me. Let's connect. Let's network. Let's, most importantly, build. Peace, blessings, salutations. I'm out. One.